idea that you just almost died.
Yeah,
Really,
just almost
in the Kuwaiti Ocean.
Well, can I jump in with something that I'm sure that people are gonna want to listen about the contest prep, right? Uh, Dennis, I was at your gym opening like about a year ago, and it was a good conversation. But you told me that after the 2007 experience that we had, right, when I had you on shitload of carbs, amount of carbs that people wouldn't even believe that I put you on. But you said years later, you actually were getting in a perfect shape with hardly any carbs. Can you
Yes.
explain that?
I think it's the age because before 30, everything worked out with carbs. Fantastic, just fantastic. You know, you know that. So I looked full and everything, but after 30, I was starting kind of fade on stage. I think because of the carbs. So then I switched it off.
You think you faded because of the carbs or because of the lack of carbs?
No, because too much.
So you faded?
Yeah, you
Because you had
look,
too much
it's
carbs.
not fading like, but losing all of that. You know, I mean, the fullness, the you know, thickness, and all of that. When I was starting, you know, doing my mandatory poses, right, the comparisons, and I started looking worse. So then, and I switched it up a little bit. So in order to kind of get dry as possible and you know bring that on stage, I just start depleting before the show. So not depleting and carb loading before the show. I was just depleting and was empty on stage. So that was the key. But hey, how do you figure it out? You know, no idea. And then like everybody was saying, look, you look better like when you're depleted than you start when you start carving up. So that's why I tried it. Of course, I mean you're afraid like it might not gonna work, but I did it and that was just perfect. Look, as example, 2013, I didn't sweat. I didn't change the condition in 2 days. I was empty. I just was empty. That's it.
So you didn't have no carbs going on stage with zero carbs?
Like maybe 50 grams. Like you know, like I will probably have something in the morning. Like Friday was the pre-judging. I will have Friday morning a breakfast with some carbs, and that's it. So I will kind of wait until the night, and everything was just perfect. I don't know why, but the carbs at the end, when I was like on my peak in my career, didn't help that much anymore. You know, heading to the show. So I was trying to be more and more low carb, almost zero. Almost zero, 50 grams.
Yeah, all four of us are coaching, right? All four of us are coaching, and I remember first time. Look, I saw you 2006 at that Santa Susana show. You were in my room. Actually, I saw you pose. Like, wow, what a physique! I was a huge fan. And then I told you 2007 when we started working. First show was New York, and Dennis was competing. Branch won. DJ was second. You were third, right? And that was the first experience. And you know, when you get somebody for the first time, you project, okay, we're gonna deplete and we're gonna load. And I remember I loaded you with 3,500 grams of carbs, which should be enough for people to explode, right?
For the whole lineup.
Yeah, for the whole lineup. But you know, he was good, but he lost a little bit. But your condition was perfect, dryness was perfect, right? Yeah. But then going to Olympia, I don't know if you guys remember at 2007 Olympia, Dennis was not like favored to be looked at, you know, for top 5, right? He was coming from the out of top 16, 2006. And so that frame, that beautiful shape, physique, like, oh shit. I said, okay, let's just fill it up. So I didn't predict how much carbs. We went up to 5,000 grams of carbs, which is unheard of in 2.5 days. Yeah. So really, this is what was shocking for me.
What do you eat to get 5,000 grams of carbs in? What was it? Mainly what?
Yeah, rice is rice, right? But the cream of rice is cream of rice. But we always had this special cookies. Remember, It was oatmeal, banana, dextrose, dates, raisins, fucking, and you make, and one cookies was like 25, 30 grams of carbs. So, that was the process. But, you would expect that you're going to fill up the glycogen storage. This is glycogen, right? Storage. It's full. Well, if you go by the science, they said there's no way you can store possibly 750 grams in muscle and liver. That would be like upper limit. So it's okay. How do you explain that bodybuilders, us, we go 3,000 grams of carbs, do nothing physically in those last 2 days, right? And we can't get filled up. And Dennis Wolf is a perfect example. Like, I didn't want to put 5,000 carbs. I was okay, meal by meal. So after one meal, 3 hours later, like, oh shit, he needs more. Okay, then let's go. He's going to be filled up finally. He never filled up until, all the way to the show. So when I was at his house with this great outdoors gym opening that you have, Dennis, I hope you're going to invite people there to actually see it. It's a perfect place. And you told me that you actually switched and you kind of depleted into the show. That was quite shocking for me because I know your frame, your size, and your glycogen capacity. So it was a shocker for me actually to see that you deplete into the show.
Yeah, but I had to do this move because two years in a row I wasn't right. So I was full, but as soon as I start posing the comparisons, I was starting getting not empty but kind of losing all of that. I was looking smoother and smoother. So and then it's like, hey, I need to do something different. Like I said, people who saw me like the Wednesday, right, the last day of depletion, and Thursday, Friday, I will probably, carb load. So they say, hey, how about if you try that? And then I'm like, okay. So, yeah, I mean, if you never tried, you never figure it out. So,
yeah.